Let me
Welcome
debate
back,
Elena.
John.
I'd like to
Elena.
say what I was trying to say a
You
while
wanna
ago.
debate Elena?
I do.
Starting
You
from now,
unmute me
we'll
in the
just do.
comments.
Let's go.
I didn't mute you.
What?
That wasn't me. Okay, so Trust, do you want to debate Elena?
I do.
Okay, go ahead, guys.
Okay, can we just start
I'll
off
set
by
your
like,
timer.
if we're going to talk to each other, can we like not interrupt and not go on like super long tangents?
I can try my best. I'm pretty good at this.
And just leave emotion out of it.
I don't bring emotion into anything.
Okay, some of the other people in the panel have been like very
Y'all
That's
just
emotional.
fine.
start.
All right. I don't want to
very
waste time on this,
handed.
so
Y'all just start.
let's just go. All
Okay,
right. So
go.
the biggest problem I see with the trans community is that they groom children, and they actively groom children. And I've fought this locally, and we see this in my village a lot. And it starts with Love Makes a Family at 4-year-olds being sent home, and then they graduate at 6 years old to Drag Queen Story Hour, which is a male pretending to be a female in a very sexual form, and everything that that guy does behind the scenes is extremely sexual. And then by the time they're 12, they're on TikTok, and then by the time they're 14, they're using hormone therapies, and then by the time they're 18, they're all screwed up. And then a lot of the times they have irreversible damage in their 20s, and they often regret it now. So this effectively, this grossly affects our young children, and that's who I am
Facts.
fighting for mainly and specifically. If you're an adult, I don't care what you do as long as you look the part. If you look like a woman, then go in the women's bathroom. You know, as long as there's no children, you're not a P3O. But you know,
So then,
also call
by
yourselves a
saying
trans
that-
woman. You're not a woman. You're never going to be able to change your gender. So go ahead.
Okay. I think there's a couple of points there that actually we can agree on. I don't think that it makes sense in most cases for minors to undergo any sort of hormone therapy. I think that it's damaging. I have a bachelor's degree in genetics. I think that it's not healthy. You have to wait for your body to go through its natural puberty. And I think it does do more damage. So we can agree on those margins. I do want to say that I think in particular cases, sometimes that can change. Not all one size fits all. Everybody's different. I don't know about the whole grooming thing. I've never seen any scientific article on any sociological or psychology paper that has to do with any children getting groomed at any rate. So I don't know about that. That kind of seems like it's.
Well, you're using the number one app for it. This is the number one tool that you're on.
I'm still talking.
I understand. This is a debate, and this is how, you know, this is a conversation.
Yeah, but I didn't interrupt you, right?
Sure.
Okay.
Okay, make your points. Let's go. Got 2 minutes left.
Well, now I lost my train of thought, so go ahead.
Okay, well, I've seen grooming. I mean, Drag Queen Story Hour is the number one grooming tool that is used by the trans.
I don't want to talk about grooming. Like I said, I think it's an opinion. So let's.
It's not an opinion. It's absolutely factual. 100% factual.
Source.
Source. Let's see here. The one that came in. Hold on, buddy. One that came into town. The drag queen name is Loose in the Rear. Lucinda Rear. Okay, and it reads stories and books to small little children, age of 6. Loose in the Rear, and then on the weekends it says wipe the cream off your face. Let's go play with some balls, and then it takes dollar bill tips, dancing sexually to other males. These are disgusting things. You wouldn't hire a magician if everything else he did was a sexual performance on the weekend. If you looked at his pages, you'd be like, wow, this magician is great. But oh my gosh, it's a stripper on the weekends. Probably not the magician I'm going to hire. Why for Drag Queen Story Hour are they not bringing in doctors or lawyers or teachers? No, they're bringing in drag queens. Really kind of weird, really suspect, actually. And there's a lot of reading materials in a lot of our public schools that point kids to this. And again, you're on the number one app for grooming. It's TikTok. Okay. They get the algorithms, they get it in their head. They get, they're lost. They're whatever. They might have mental issues, whatever they are. They might be loner kids, but they go down this path and then they do these hormones, which my children's hospital, Wisconsin, here in the Milwaukee area, does hormone therapy on children. It's disgusting and it's harmful. And we as a society need to push back at this because it's screwing up an entire generation.
I mean, I would really hesitate to say an entire generation, given that this is like less than 1% of the population. So
it's growing. It's growing.
No, it's what you're saying is an inflation of statistics by an immeasurable amount. there is less than 1% of people that identify as trans. So when you say stuff like that, it's extremely misinformative. And
Everything I told you is 100% true. I'm a former elected official. I'm a former elected official.
Like,
yeah, it's
man.
okay. When I grew up, this was never a thing. This was never a thing in the history of Everness, and now everybody's talking about it. Okay, it's growing immensely, and we need to nip it in the bud.
About it because for some reason everybody cares. It doesn't make any sense why anyone gives so much of a shit about how other individuals go about living their lives as adults. I'm so tired of people in the United States thinking that it's important to put caps on what people can do with their personal freedom. If you're an adult, you should be able to do whatever the fuck you want to do.
And if you heard me say this, I don't. Let me just close with this. If you heard me say, all right, let me just close 1 second. This is for the children. This isn't for the adults. This is for the children.
Hold on. Who wants to debate next?
Gays Against Groomers. Has anybody heard the organization Gays Against Groomers?
Okay, can you stop saying that?
What?
Wait, I'm sorry, what? Gays Against Groomers?
Yeah, GAG. Gays Against Groomers. Has anybody heard of this organization?
You know, what?
Oh, wow. Lovely acronym.
This is an amazing organization.
Why we keep bringing up
made up
of
gay and lesbian male and females that are homosexual, but they
just
are
say rainbow community. Sometimes TikTok blocks it.
I hear you. I've said it quite a bit, but sure.
Bringing up groomers though.
Because that is the number one problem with the trans community is grooming.
It really isn't. That's what you've made up
as
a problem.
No, I haven't made any of this up. So I've worked with this organization.
But you have.
You like to say a lot like number
okay, you
one,
can just
you like to make statements without facts.
Very big.
You like to make statements with make
generalizations
with no evidence at all.
Two people are talking.
Everything I say is factual.
Can I talk to Truce real quick, Ava?
I would like to talk about Gays Against Groomers if possible.
But who wants to debate next? No, you can't switch up. That's one of the rules.
I'm in.
You can't flip-flop. Oh, Truce, you want to debate? Okay. Or Truty. Who wants to debate him?
Let's go.
I'll have you debate Bubbles. Go ahead, guys.
Oh, she's the best.
Okay, why do you keep saying that they're... Can I say the word?
A what word?
Groom.
Yeah, you can say groom.
Okay, why do you keep saying that trans are grooms?
Because that's what we're seeing, that they're the number one community that grooms children. Gay people don't groom children to be gay, but trans people have...
Straight white men.
Elena, what the hell,
Hold on.
guys? What the fuck?
Crazy.
Guys, can y'all stop interrupting? It's between two people. Don't interrupt again.
Okay, can you just bring up
Sorry about that.
Can you just bring up stats for that?
Okay, well, you could reach out to gay or look at Gays Against Groomers.
No,
they have all of this
Can you
documented.
just bring it up?
Sure, I'm giving you the source. It's called Gays Against Groomers. This is an amazing
Can you
organization.
show it on the screen?
No, we're talking right now. Okay, we're gonna have a conversation like normal adults.
No.
Yes, we're
show
not
it
going
on
to
the
debate
screen.
Google, and we're not going to debate this. I've lived this
show
life.
it on the screen.
Yeah, you
Better
just
stay
you don't.
fucking muted. Don't. I don't know what your deal is.
Okay, well, you're not going to get out of this debate with me by giving me and filibustering my time by where I go to Google. So if you want this data, you can go for Gays
How can it
Against
be a debate when
Groomers.
you're not saying anything that's factual?
Well, I am saying everything is factual, but it makes you
stats.
very uncomfortable by this information. And what we've seen from the transgender community is a lot of pedophiles that get in this, or P3DOs and
PDF.
whatever PDFs that get
You
into
need
this.
to
But
drop it
what we
before
see,
TikTok,
holy
gets
cow!
back
Don't
live.
please don't interrupt me. This is
it
clearly
requires
uncomfortable
me
for
to,
you.
okay.
Holy
Live.
cow! Don't. And there we
it
go. This
requires
is clearly
me to,
uncomfortable
okay.
for you.
Just request backup. True.
Yeah, like I was trying to help you, buddy. Unless you want to get banned.
I've had hundreds of these
Trusty.
conversations here.
Trusty,
Nothing that I said
he
is
started
bannable
yapping
language.
when I was trying to help him.
I seriously, you didn't even have a
Trust.
timer. You need to go on
Hold
mute,
on,
my
Trust.
friend.
I will say this though. I know the timer's almost off. Well, it's off now, but I'll reset it for y'all.
Thank you.
If you, this is a debate at the end of the day. So if you're making an accusation or a claim, you do need to back it up. You can link it in the chat if you want.
Yeah, I've given you the advice. You can go to Gays Against Groomers, GAG. Gays Against Groomers. I'm going to say it one more time. Gays Against Groomers. You're not in this debate, my friend. If you want to be in the next debate with me, I will own you then. But please be quiet, okay?
Only you're not citing sources.
Okay, hold on.
Oh my gosh, how many more times can I say
So
it?
can Is there a way, like, chat, can one of you guys look it up? And
But can we
put
just
in
have a
there?
conversation?
just
Do
put
you
it in
guys
the
not
chat.
know how to have
Hold on,
actual
hold on.
debates, or you
Someone
guys just need like a source that says a
Dre
source?
just
I mean,
did
this is
it
so
for you.
disingenuous.
Dre just did it for you. So Dre, put the link in the chat, guys, if y'all want to look at it.
Yeah, go there.
Go ahead.
But what we're seeing from a
Thank you,
lot of the
Dre.
transgender community is a lot of grooming. And again, you guys are on the #1 app for grooming. It is TikTok. And they grab these confused kids or whatever, and they make them think that they're a different gender. And all of a sudden, by the time they're 12 to 14, they're on hormone therapy, and then they're all messed up by the time they're 18 to 20.
How are they making them think that they're a different gender? Like, how are they doing
You
that?
can't change your gender. This is an impossible feat. This is just
Well, I'm saying,
you're
like,
a
what are the
make-believe
methods that
pretend.
they're doing it? What is the methods?
What are the methods? I don't know all
Yeah.
of the exact methods. I'm a male, and I don't, I'm not really into this, but I unfortunately had to educate myself often enough on this. But it's TikTok lives like this, and all of a sudden you get in these communities and you do stuff like that where you mute any opposition, and you're in this echo chamber. And you're in this echo chamber that says, "Oh yeah, you are confused. Oh, I feel like a girl, or I feel like a boy," and it's usually a male that goes to a female, right? So, "Oh, I feel girly today. Oh yeah, and you should, wear a dress." And "Oh yeah," and then here's the fast track to hormone therapy. And this happens all the time. I mean, my children's hospital here in Wisconsin does hormone therapy on children. That's absolutely disgusting. That's not healthcare. That's abuse. It's child abuse. If you want to change your gender, or if you think you can change your gender, wait till you're 18 to do it. But leave the kids out of it. And that's my fight, is the children. And I hope a lot of us can agree on that.
For the apps, are they just scrolling on TikTok and they're seeing videos of trans people?
Yeah, it probably starts there, and then you get your algorithm, tuned, and it knows what you look at.
People, how is that not the parents' fault for not monitoring their children?
I have 3 children. It is impossible.
At the end of the day, TikTok is a public platform, so you're going to see a whole bunch of stuff. You're going to see trans issues. If you don't want your child to see
There's no such thing as trans, though,
them.
okay? There's no such thing. But, it's impossible to police your children. And often the times, these liberal white women are the perpetrators of their own children getting into this crap. That's what I've seen. Liberal white women are the biggest problem right now in this country with the transgender issue.
It on TikTok. If you don't want your child to see it on TikTok, then just control what your child is viewing.
You
and
can't. It's impossible. You're in a pipe dream here. It's not happening. And again, some of the parents agree with this crap. You got to understand, these are the parents that are bringing their children to the Children's Hospital of Wisconsin. The child at 14 can't just walk in there and be like, "Hi, I think I want to take hormone therapy today." That doesn't happen, okay? It's the parents, and it's often, a lot of the times, at least in my area, is these liberal white women that are the ones doing it. They're the ones that are bringing their children to Drag Queen Story Hour to read a book from Loose in the Rear. Loose in the Rear is the one reading your children's stories. Holy cow. And you guys are okay with this? They're 6 years old.
Most people go on hormone therapy between 16 and 18.
And I've gotten a lot of these communities, and I've got it, whatever, recorded, but these girls started at 12 to 14. And I don't want to bring anecdotes in here and all of that, but, the moms were the perpetrators of this. They're the ones putting the needle in the boy's body, making it a girl. Thinking
at 16, you can drive a car, and every time you go into a car, you're risking your life. Why can't they do hormone therapy?
Because you're under 18 and you're a pubescent person. You're a human, and you're in puberty.
At 16, you can drive.
It doesn't change. It doesn't screw with your hormones, though. Driving doesn't screw with your hormones. Hormone therapy screws with your insides. What?
Accidents are very common.
Accidents? You're talking. You're not even making any sense here. You're trying to say
someone can drive a car, but they can't go on hormone therapy.
Yeah, exactly.
It doesn't make sense. If you care,
their time's up.
You're terrible at this.
Yeah.
What are you advocating for?
Wait, hold up. Can
Who
I
wants
just
to
say?
debate next?
Can I debate Trusty? Because I have some. Okay,
Yeah.
Trusty. So the source you gave is a right-wing like political site. That's not a source. That's an opinion piece.
Of course, you're never going to agree with any of my sources.
No. I want the source. Police data. Get the real source.
Gays Against Groomers. They have it all documented.
No,
I even have videos on my phone. You want to see? You want to see drag queens twerking in front of kids? I got it on my phone. It's disgusting.
That's a biased site with an
It's
agenda.
biased because it's against your narrative.
Empirical data.
What's that? What's empirical data?
Oh my god, you really don't know what.
So you're okay with a drag queen named Loose in the Rear
I want the empirical data
twerking in front of your 6-year-old?
I want the empirical data now.
Okay, Google this. Loose in the Rear.
No, I'm not googling shit because it's
Lucinda.
It is not my burden to prove your claim.
Lucindareer Bakery. Google that one.
Okay, you cannot be making like claims and not being able to back it up.
I just told you what to Google.
That's just gonna be hearsay or whatever.
I just told you what to Google. Lucinda space
How about you
REER.
just link it in the chat or
I'm talking because this is a normal.
Can you link it in there for him?
You 20-someths do not know how to debate at all. Like it's incredible. You think when I was an elected official, I'd get interrupted?
You don't know how to debate.
Don't mute me while I'm on my timer. Don't do that.
Because you know damn well, even as a lawyer, if you make a claim, you do need to.
Sure, but you don't get interrupted and say, "What's your source?" and then take 20 minutes to find it.
Like,
it's not bullshit.
Claims. The next time you make
you guys don't like it.
You're just gonna be dropped immediately because that's weird.
You guys don't like this, do you? A little uncomfortable.
If I said black people are better at basketball, would you ask me to show the stats on that too?
Right. Come on.
Well, there would be
okay.
Hold on, actually.
So I'm telling you what to Google. You're wasting my time, and now I'm done. Oh, you proved my point.
Have a beautiful rest of your night, guys.
You proved my point. Prove my point.
Well, no, I was just going off of the fact that he was using political sites as the basis of his claim, and those weren't true. Everything he said was opinion pieces and anecdotes. Nothing he said was facts.
It's direct
Everything
video.
He said was of his own thinking. So no, we're not going to come in here and say this is fact when everything these people spew is opinions. Nothing is true. Let's say that one instance where that could be true. Like that is gross, and we should all agree that that's gross.
I agree.
I think we could all agree that people under the age of 18 should not be going on puberty, whatever, or hormone treatment or whatever, unless it has some medical reason that is not just trans related or whatever. I think we can all agree on that. That's never been the point. But these people are coming in trying to make up wild claims, but never could back it up. And the moment you say provide evidence, they never can. They can only provide opinion pieces from bias side, bringing bias side. If you're going to come in here with claims, have the empirical data or shut the fuck up.
Facts.
You want to debate? I have a minute left. Who wants to debate?
Me?
Okay,
you doubt me.
Why did you come for me?
He's on fire.
Hold on one second.
Why did you come for me?
No, because I'm the only one here who clearly knows how to debate, because no one wants to bring sources. If you're going to come at me with sources.
You just witnessed a transgender striptease at a family-friendly Pride event for children. Welcome to hell. Welcome to Pride. Learn more about how you can help Gays Against Groomers fight the pedophilic war on children being committed in our name. Go to www.gaysagainstgroomers.com.